place on the 25th of January 2 years ago. Now, events may be even more worrying. We've been seeing all these protests across the country. For women, The Guardian has this piece: Egypt's female protesters under attack as sexual assaults during clashes increase. Now, there's an alarming increase, and it's reporting that basically women have absolutely no way of getting these men off them. They're surrounded. What's happening is that women's rights groups, in response, are saying, well, basically, what has to happen is a real campaign to prevent it happening.
And that concern being raised in the Egyptian press as well.
It is. There was a piece in Al Aram Online by a woman arguing, there you can see the headline there, a proper revolution. The argument in that comment piece is that we can't have a real Egyptian revolution if there isn't an end to what she says is patriarchal tyranny. She says with the Islamist government of Mohamed Morsi, what we've got is a blurring of legal and religious lines on women's rights. There's an autocratic trend, and basically the constitution, which was newly drafted, puts the role of women in the context of the authentic Egyptian family. And that comment piece is saying, well, what's that? That could be, is that a male-only household, or does it include female-led households?
OK, now sticking with Africa, Nick's also been looking at the Malian papers as well, haven't you?
Well, the papers in Africa, in Mali specifically, are looking at the whole question of Ansar Dine, which is the rebel group in the north of the country, which has split. Now, the splinter faction is called the Islamic Movement for Azawad, and it's led by the man you can see there in that photo, Al-Gabas Agintala. Now, he wants peace talks. MaliWeb.net says no way to that. This is not the time for political dialogue. Bamako must not deal with narco-jihadists and terrorists. The war must go on. Now, I looked at the Burkina Faso paper, Burkina Faso just next to Mali, of course, and the Le Pays is arguing that jihadist forces are so desperate they are now ready to swallow their pride. The editor's comment there is, well, they said they would die for their cause. Well, now their dearish wish is about to be fulfilled. France, it says, should not be drawn into a con game by these Islamists saying they want talks.
OK, and you've also pulled out a bizarre piece in the Daily Mail, this is in, isn't it?
Well, I was caught by this, which stood out for me as I was looking through the papers, and it's about this trend we've seen so much that there are more twins these days than there used to be. The incidence of the birth rate of twins compared to 1980 and now in the US has gone up by 76%.
I didn't know that.
It's double the number in France over the last 20 years. Now, this is from the UK, southern England. What we've got is like whole sets of twins.
Wow.
With their teacher. They've all joined up for swimming class. 5 sets of identical twins. And guess what, Stuart? The most incredible thing, the teacher is also a twin.
OK, absolutely. One at a time. That's enough for me. Nick, thank you very much. Nick Rushworth for the international papers here on False Nightcap. Let's remind you then of our